just want to challenge the way you think. I just don't want it to be conventional. I want you to think about the way you think, and I just want you to hear me out. So I'm about to say something that's really controversial. If you've read the title, saw the thumbnail, I already know. You already know. You're probably already watching and just ticked off right away. Because I know, you guys, just like me, we've been so programmed, so trained, so conditioned for certain things that when we hear a difference of opinion, it sends us off. It sets us off, sends us into an uproar, into a downward spiral, and we just want to tear our clothes off and fight about it. We want to fight about our right and ability to keep our current positions, to keep our comfort level. We want our world to be shaken. We just want it to remain the way it is. And that's why it remains the way that it is. That's why nothing changes for us, because we refuse to change. We refuse to put ourselves in the best position possible. Refuse to learn something new or to hear another opinion. A lot of us are so close-minded, and when you look back at the end of your life, you're going to go, wait a minute, that person, so that advice was correct, and they were telling me that for years, and I've been hearing that for a long time, and I just refuse to move on it. These people are awful drivers. Gosh. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. These people are such bad drivers. You always yield at a roundabout, especially if you see another vehicle already in the freaking roundabout. That means you treat it like a yield until you go. You don't. Never mind. Don't get me started. I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. So we're gonna leave it at that. By the way, if you run your own successful business from home, every day is Friday. Every day. Wouldn't it be nice if every day felt like Friday? Well, it is, and it could be that way for you. So I know that a lot of people get upset, get frustrated at some of the things I say, but I'm going to say something today that's probably going to tick you off just a little, and I hope it does, because I'm saying it to get your attention. I'm saying it to change your perspective and say, hey, I get all that. How long have you been doing that game? Well, Sean, they told me that I should go to school, get a degree, get a good job. Sean, they also told me that when I get that good job, I should make sure it has benefits, save up money in a bank account, and then try to buy a house. Okay, that's what they told you. Yeah. And okay, got you. And what has that done for you? What has that done for you? You tell me. Has that created freedom for you? Or do you feel like you're a paycheck slave? You got a 30-year mortgage? What's up? And I know, because you guys are going to jump in the comments and go, no, buying a house is a good thing. I bought a house and made a lot of equity. Again, if you bought a house before 2020, 2021, something like that, sure, your house made equity. Mine did too. But if you buy a house today, there ain't no equity. Right? There's no equity. Oh, I'm sorry. There is equity. I apologize, because there's always equity. There's no positive equity. There's negative equity. They don't talk to you about that. There's going to be negative equity. Meaning what? The value of your home is going to go down. Well, how can I predict that? Because the housing prices are at an all-time high, market record. So in all likelihood, if something's at an all-time high, the only way it typically can go is what? Down. Exactly. So if the market's at an all-time high, it's just going to go down. That's why I don't own any stocks. Yes, you can make money when the markets are up. I get it. Anybody, you can make money in any market, but everybody can't do that. If you buy a house now, you come back in a year, your house is going to be worth less. Negative equity. I know what I'm talking about. I sold my house 2 years ago for double the price I paid for it in 2 years. And that house went from selling for $700,000. I still see the house. I'm in the same neighborhood, just down the street. That house sold for $700,000, and it's only worth $600,000 today. That guy lost 100,000, and I found this out like 6 months ago. So it was really within a year he lost 100,000. So don't tell me that there's always going to be positive equity. You guys are lying to people on here. I'm not doing it. This is a no fluff content channel in NFC, and everything I'm talking about I've been through, right? So today, you should know this. By the way, I'm doing a live training tonight, so put middleman in the comments. That's the only way you can get an invite. It's going to be about an hour, and I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to make money so that you can build a business from your phone and not have to do any work. So tap in, put middleman in the comments under any of my videos, middleman. You'll get an invite, and then I'll see you in the live training, and I'm going to teach you to use your phone to get paid. I've been doing it since 2020. I don't do anything else. I have no, well, except these videos with you. You guys are like my family now. But other than that, I don't do anything. Anything. My wife woke up this morning because we got the young baby. By the way, how do you get babies? So crazy to me. My son, who's 3.5, Weston's almost 4. At 2 months, you parents might know this and can relate. At 2 months, he was sleeping all night. But Renly, she just made 1. She still doesn't sleep all night. I'm confused. I thought about 1, these babies should have a schedule, but she still wakes up in the middle of the night, still wants a little small baba, and she'll go back to bed. And I'm not as young as you guys think I am. I'm just handsome. I tell that to my wife. She's like, I don't think you're young or handsome. So, but anyway, that's been a struggle. So, not much sleep. So anyway, because sometimes she wakes up and she wants to play, but I'm here for any parental advice you guys have. I don't know how to get this baby to sleep all night. I don't know. And so drop a comment if you have it. Let me know if you know how to get babies to sleep all night. I've tried a bunch of stuff. It's just not working. I should call the baby whisperer my mama. She knows everything. So, but again, so what I'm going to tell you is going to be very controversial, but it's just meant to wake you up. So it may or may not be good advice for you, but I'm just trying to help you as much. Somebody say good morning. Good morning, Gabe. Appreciate it. If you guys have a question or comment, drop it. I'm not going to be on here long. I don't really have a busy day, but I got a bunch of stuff I want to do. So today is Friday. I know you're going to jump in the comments and say Thursday, but I promise you, every day is Friday for me. Every day is Friday. Why? Because it's TGIE. TGI every day. TG, thank God it's every day. And the way I get to do that is because, again, guys, in 2020, I started my own business. I had no idea what I was doing. Just being honest with you, I'm no genius. I had no idea what I was doing. I was this close to going back to work and get a job because I had no idea how to make money. And luckily, something kind of fell into my lap. I took it and ran with it. I didn't fumble it. And I made $77,000 that year. Then I hit the gas. I was like, hey, if I could do this, I could probably do 150. And I just hit the gas. And now we're up to 350 this year. And that's all I do. So I don't do anything else except run a middleman service. And I got some really big ideas, some stuff that I'm going to be adding to the course. It's an 8-hour training. I'm probably going to add a couple more hours, but I promise you, this thing that I'm adding is going to blow your mind. You will never look at business and life the same. Because I keep saying, I'm always telling you guys, I'm like, hey, what I do is probably not going to make you a millionaire a year. That's fine. You don't have to be rich. I want you to be free. If you make $250,000 a year and your bills are less than that, then congratulations, you no longer need a job. That's what I'm trying to get you to. But there's something I got working on that's coming up. It's freaky, and it's going to change my life, and I'm going to teach you so it can change yours too. Now we're going to get into the real money, right? So, but you got to be in the masterclass to get all that. Join the live training tonight. Put middleman in the comments under any of my videos. Get the free invite. Smash thumbs up if this is giving you any value. If you agree or disagree, just let me know in the comments. And if you don't mind, share the channel with somebody else. So here we go. All right. So I think personally, you guys read the title. I think personally it's better for a lot of you to be broke than it is for you to have a savings account. Now, I know, don't fire, ceasefire. Put the gun down. Or in this case, put the keyboard down. Put the keyboard down. Don't fire. Hear me out. Because I know what you're thinking. What an idiotic statement to make. What a dumb thing to say. I got you. Because if somebody would have told me that just a couple of years ago, I would have said, bruh, you smoking? What you smoking? You better get back to La La Land. What you drinking? You high? And I know that's how you guys are thinking now, but just hear me out. If you put money in a savings account, so let's compare the two. Let's say John and Mary, because we know women are way smarter than men. Guys, just leave it at that, trust me. And so Mary's going to be, all right, so John is going to have $10,000 in a savings account. Mary's going to have zero in a savings account. Now, you know, women are smarter than men. Guys, don't argue with me on that. It's for your own benefit, okay? Listen to me. All right? All right, so women are smarter than men. We got that. By the way, if you agree with that, put a thumbs up. If you agree that women are smarter than men, put a thumbs up. Guys, you better hit that thumbs up. And so Mary, who's the smart one, has no money in her bank account. But John, who's the 90%, has $10,000. So the average person, the 90% are going to look at, the majority of people are going to look at it and go, and if I pose the question, who's winning? Who's doing better? Who's going to do better? Then most of them are going to look and say, well, obviously the person who has $10,000 in the bank is going to do better. But I submit to you this argument that having zero in the bank and having 10,000 in the bank is the same thing. Woohoo! I wish I had some sound effects. I'm preaching better than y'all amen. And y'all not getting it? Okay, I preach over here. Listen to me, congregation. Because my choir ain't listening. Listen to me. Having $10,000, John has $10,000 in the bank account. Mary, who's smarter, we know women are smarter than men. Mary has $0 in the bank account. Which is in a better position? You're going to argue that it's John because he had $10,000. And I'm going to argue, my counter argument is going to be, wait a minute. Because the money's parked in the bank, Mary and John actually have the same thing. They both have zero, right? They both have zero. Mary has nothing in the bank. John has $10,000 in the bank. That is worth nothing because Mary, based on her zero, the money has no value for her. And John, based on his being 10,000, means nothing because his money has no value to him. Because again, the primary rule of money is that money is a tool. And if it is not used, it is useless. It is only useful when it is used. So until John takes the money out of the bank, it has no value to him, just as well as it has no value to Mary. Are you guys getting this? Again, I'm trying to change your stinking thinking. I'm trying to change the way you look at money and finances, because you're going to look at this and go, well, I'd rather have the 10,000 than the zero. And then I'm going to show up and say, buddy, it's the same thing. Doesn't matter. 100,000, a million, same thing. Because you're not understanding the use of money. It's only valuable when it's exchanged for something. Other than that, her zero is sitting, his 10,000 is sitting. Same thing. His has no value because he's not using it. Hers has no value because she's not using it. Same thing. Zero value. Right? Now, here's my second argument. Number one, money sitting in the bank is all the same. It has no value to the saver. None. Well, I have 100 grand in the bank. Okay. What do you do with it? Nothing. Exactly. I asked someone the other day, my father-in-law, because he grew up old school where saving money was a good idea. And yes, I said that because banks paid interest. They actually paid you to put your money in there. Now they don't pay you anything. So it makes no sense, CENTS, to put your money in a bank. And so, but people still practice this old Jurassic Park behavior of storing money in bank accounts. I was listening to this guy, Glendon Cameron, who I have a lot of respect for, and I love his channel. It's one of the first channels I got when I got on YouTube, right? And he was saying that, hey, you should have a long-term savings account a year. I disagree. If you save, let's say you save, even Graham Stephan was telling people to save $10,000 a year for 10 years to save up 100 grand. What? I'm already struggling, Graham. You want me to struggle for another 10 years and sit on $10,000 each year? How stupid. I could take that one $10,000 after 1 year, start a snowball stand on the side of the road and never look back. But these are the people are flocking to their channels because they want this entertainment. They want this trash. Save money for a year. Most people can't save an extra $1,000 in a year. How in the world are they going to save a year worth of funds for an emergency? Well, what if something happens? Something will happen. Well, what if I have an emergency? You might. What if I have a rainy day? Oh, it just might rain. But I got some advice for you also. Listen to me. Listen to me good. There are two options here. Number one, you can save money in a bank and live by the old rules of money, pile money into a bank and let the bank use it to get rich while you sit there poor because you are living in comfort. That's my point. That's why I say if you pile money in the bank, you are worse off than the person who has zero. Number one, it has zero value for you and for them because if it's not used, it has no usage. Now, the banks are doing something different with the money, and you should learn from the banks. But if you save money in the bank, that's just wasted money and wasted time. Well, rainy day, emergencies. Okay, I got that. That stuff comes, you got a little money in the bank, you feel okay. But here's another option. While you're still working and it's a sunny day and you haven't gotten into an emergency, why not use the freaking money to make money now? Why not plant the seed now? There's a tree behind me. You can probably see that tree right there. I'm out by the lakes in my neighborhood because I love walking by the lakes, and then I get on here and yell at y'all. I don't mean to. I love y'all. And I know y'all love me. I'm here to change your life. I'm not here to play the old money game rules. I'm looking at the game change in 2020. I'm seeing this. Wait a minute. Interest rates are what? Houses cost what? The average person makes what? The banks are paying what? Zero? We're piling money in banks? Banks are worth more than they ever been before. What are we doing? School tuition costs what? Salary on jobs pay what? Cars cost what? Lose how much when you drive off the lot? What? Think about this. And we're still playing the game by the same rules. The banks are ripping you off, but it's not a crime. It's actually voluntary on your part. You actually have to give them the money to rip you off because the banks take your money. Your money comes in. You see it in the account. Hey, 10,000. I feel good. I'm in a comfort zone. The bank says, thank you. I'll use that. You're not going to use it? I'll use it, Gabe. Bam, out the back door, high interest rate loan. You sit there again, wake up every morning, look at your phone, $10,000. I feel pretty good. Out of your paycheck to paycheck. 10 grand, I feel pretty good. And then what happens? Life and time takes it away. 9 grand, 8 grand, 7 grand. What happened? Oh, life happened. Yeah, life's not going to let you just sit on a pile of money. Life happened. Here's what you should have been doing. Just like that tree behind me. You should have planted your seed while you had the opportunity to. While you had the chance to, you should have planted a seed in a business or an investment or something. By the time your emergency or financial issues appear, your business or your investment could have been making money already. Now you don't need to pile money into a bank. You can just use the money from the business or the investment on the rainy day, on the emergency. Think about it. When was the last time you had a $10,000 emergency or rainy day? You don't. No one does, really. Well, I got to pay my bills. I lost my job. I got you. And if you would have built your business 6 months ago, you'd have money. You wouldn't be stressing about losing your job. You'd be thankful because now you can focus on your business. I don't look for jobs. I don't want to look for jobs. You know why? Because if I do that, it's going to put me in a comfort zone I don't want to be in. That's why I keep telling you guys, you're better off having zero in a bank account. Why? Because that'll motivate you. If you wake up every morning, somebody type amen. If you hit the thumbs up, let me know I'm preaching right, or I'm preaching to the right church, right? So if you wake up in the morning and you see $10,000 in your bank account, doesn't that make you a little bit comfortable? And what do? You lie back down because you got a cushion. Whereas if you wake up and there's no money in the bank account, oh, you're motivated. Hey, I can't sleep today. I can't call out. Got to go get this. I got to go. Right? And so if you sit there, first of all, the zero and the $10,000 in the bank account are the same. It's the same thing. None of it has value to you. The saver does nothing for you. Right? Think about it. Why do you save money in the bank? That's a great question. Why do you save it? Why do people save money in the bank? Think about it. Just start there. Why? Why is it that people save money in the bank? As I wrap this video up. Why? Think about it. Ask yourself that. Why do we save money in the bank? Why? Ask yourself that. Think about that. Don't let it go out of your head. Why do people save money in the bank? Right? They save it for emergencies. They save it for rainy days. Okay, got you. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you had an emergency? When was the last time you had a rainy day? Okay, let me ask you this. When was the last time you had to spend $5,000, $10,000 in one day to get yourself out of an emergency or a rainy day? Let me ask you this. If you had zero money in the bank account, could you still survive the emergency or rainy day? Yes. There are other ways, creative ways, that you can make money without having to save it. Instead of saving the money, use the money. You guys keep talking about you want to be successful, you want to be wealthy, you want to be rich, but you keep playing the money based on the poor folks' mindset. You keep using poor money rules to try to win the money game. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a conversation or been around rich and wealthy people? How many times have you ever heard them talk about saving money? How many times have you ever heard them talking about rainy days? How many times have you ever heard them talk about emergency accounts? You don't, because they know money in the bank is dead money. It only helps the bank. So I'm telling you that you should not be focused on saving money. You should use money to make money while you still have the money. So when you do have an emergency or you do have a rainy day, you'll be prepared to handle it. You don't have to go get every dollar out of the bank based on what I said, but my point is start using some of the money a little bit at a time to try to make more money, right? Invest in yourself, read a book, get a class, learn something, build a business, plant that seed and let it grow, and then eat off the fruit. But as long as you're scared, you're living in fear, I'm telling you, you're not going to accomplish anything. You won't take any risk. Oh, you take risks, you just don't know it. The risk is doing nothing by leaving the money sitting in the bank. That's the risk. That's the risk. You want to learn how to make money? Be in the live training tonight. Put middleman in the comments. Get access to the live training. It's about an hour, and I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to make money. So that hopefully you make enough money where you can leave your job and be free. That's it. Work from home, work from Starbucks, work from the beach, work from anywhere. I could leave my house right now, catch a flight from here in Dallas, be in Miami in a couple of hours, probably 3 hours, on the beach, still making money. It doesn't matter where I go. I make the money on my phone. As long as I have my phone, I can go anywhere. I'm free. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Be in the live training tonight. My students, you already know how it's going down. If you haven't been in the training, go there. If you have, and you're already a student, this is not for you. This is for new people. So if you have a question or comment about finances or the middleman business or making money from your phone, drop it right now. Now's the time because I'm about to get off. and get some things done. But what I'm not doing today is I'm not doing any hard work. I'm going to work on the business a little bit, work on some new things. Somebody said Archie's son. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Is it Danielle? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. I'm not sure what that is. But if you have a question or comment, guys, drop it, and I'll try to respond to it. I got like 2 minutes before I get off here, so put it on there now. If you want to get into the middleman live trading tonight, put middleman in the comments, and I'll try to share with you everything I know about how to start a middleman business from your phone. Again, guys, saving money in the bank account. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't have any money in the bank account. I'm just telling you that saving money in the bank account is a bad idea because it prevents you from growing. It prevents you from investing. It prevents you from finding opportunities. All it does is create a psychological comfort zone. You wake up, you see the $10,000 on your bank app, you take no action. Why? Because you got a cushion. Some of you need to get rid of your financial pillows and sleep on the floor so you can get some fire lit under you so you can go out and achieve something. Don't look at the money in the bank. Ignore that. Take it out. Invest it. Use it. Build a business. Do something. Get rid of it. Go to zero. Do that. All right? See you guys in the training tonight. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Share this video with anybody you think might need this content. I feel like this is one of the most important videos on the internet today. Right? And I'm not fluffing you. People have got to get out of the addiction or away from the addiction of saving money in bank accounts. I'm telling you it's a bad idea. I'm telling you it's only going to make you poor and keep you poor. And your generation's going to be poor because you should be using the money to try to make more money, not sitting on the money. That's dead money. Money in the bank does nothing for you. If it did, if money in the bank was a good idea, guess who would save money? The bank. But the banks don't save money. You know why? Because the banks know that money sitting in a bank is dead money. In fact, if the banks save money, they would be out of business. So what does that make you? Correct. Out of business. See you guys on the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day. For everyone who wants to learn how to start a middleman business from your phone, see you in the live training tonight. Peace.